So recently I had the opportunity to talk to one of my brothers in Christ, and we talked about a lot of different topics. We addressed our perspectives on abortion, on politics, and things like that, and even the whole race cultural things, and how we have to be very sensitive to the people around us when we're talking about these things, particularly him as a white Caucasian man, and me as a black uh, African man. It's you have to be very cautious of the type of things that you say, depending on who's around you. Because although those of us within the Christian worldview, we all understand we're all made in the image of God. When we step outside of that umbrella, with people who are outside of Christ, sometimes people can adopt very sensitive understandings and things like that. And so we have to be mindful of what we share. But one of the topics we actually addressed was social media and how much is appropriate to express, and what's too little, what's a lot. And one of the things that I thought was really funny is we talked about the fact that I really admire beautiful feet. From a lady, I love nice nails. I love nice feet. I love when a lady takes care of herself. That femininity is something that I really find extremely attractive. But he, I mean, not only just sharing his views, but also some of the impressions that he received from others as well. That it could be a little much for them. It could be a lot for them. And I couldn't help but smile because I've actually had this discussion with a number of people for the last maybe almost 15. I don't want to say 20 years, but I've been on social media for about 15 years or more. But I've had a lot of discussions with people about this particular topic, because for a lot of people it's unusual, it's strange. And then of course, there's a lot of people who identify as Christian, just as I do, who really think it's very inappropriate. It's like, well, why do you want to talk about feet? Why don't you talk about a woman in general, maybe, or why don't you talk about and one of the things that I challenge my viewers with is pay attention to what I share, because I actually address regularly that a man is to value a woman. First off, because she's made in the image of God. She's an image bearer. It's something that is not negotiable. So whether you're attracted to a woman or not, she's not an object. We all should always acknowledge that she is an image bearer of God. That alone gives her a very unique a value that is different from an inanimate object or an animal. She has a spirit, she has a soul. She's made by the Creator, uniquely made in His image. But it's just something that I also, I just noticed that sometimes I have people that, more sensitive to political things, so they'll kind of chew me out a little bit when it comes to politics, or I have somebody who will say, well, hey, I don't like that you talk about movies so much, you should be talking about things that are more serious. I have some people who have said, well, hey, you keep talking about dating all the time, broaden your horizon, go back to school and go further in school so you can learn more topics. I've actually had somebody tell me that. But also the foot thing, some people think, why are you admiring parts of a woman's body or something like that? And for me, it's not like a form of worship. It's like something that I admire, something in me, and it's just the same thing with certain fragrances. I just love the femininity of a woman who embraces herself and has this, beautiful look. And of course, I enjoy other aspects of a woman, but this is when it comes down to it, this is my social media account, and I'm going to use it the way I'm going to use it. So if I want to show my motorcycle, that's, if you don't like motorcycles, I mean, you're more than open to, you can unfriend me, or you can block my post, and I won't get offended. I know that we all have different tastes and things, but yeah, I mean, it's just something that's in me. And I think it's funny because I have a lot of people who embrace the fact that I'm very open about my admiration for beautiful feet. In fact, I've had ladies even email me pictures of their new pedicures and say, hey, what do you think, and what do you. So just wanted to share that. God bless you guys.